Hi, this is your life coach professor, Dr. Srikanth Yermili. It is already December, and I think by now everybody is in a celebration mode of welcoming the total new year ahead. So, 2024 has come to an end, and we are getting into a totally new world of a new system altogether by the way of new year 2025. So today I want to brief you about something very, very important and which is very significant in all our lives. It gets connected us all in a way. That's about understanding the entire year in just one word. So if you talk about the dialectic style of life, many experts, psychologists, sociologists keep telling the best way to understand the essence of something is put it in just one word. So there are different organizations that have been studying the social reengineering and other things to understand if I have to say the entire year in just one word, what would be the word that you would want to use? I'll give you about 2 to 3 seconds to think. What would the word that you would want to give 2024 according to you if you just have to give just one word to that entire year, this year 2024? I'm sure you'd have been getting many ideas in your mind, different words as per your experiences in this year. You would be naming the year with one word. Similarly, there are different organizations that have gone across the entire world, brought up different areas of research and studies to define one word what will be the best fit for this year. And you know what is the word the renowned scholars have widely agreed upon for 2024? It is brain rot. Yes, you heard it right. It is the brain rot. What is brain rot? Brain rot is basically a word that is defined by the American Dialectic Society, a renowned organization since almost 1990s, dedicated to give one word naming of the entire year that we have surpassed. So right from 1990s, the 1997 example they call as a millennium bug. The whole world was revolving around that concept of Y2K and all that. So for 1997 they have given that word. 1999 they called it Y2K, the word of the year. And similarly, there are different words that have been ever since given year on year, and several dictionaries like Oxford and many others have been following, aligning in that words. So this easily encompasses what exactly the word that would define the entire world in that particular year. I'll give you an easy question now for you to think. What would have been 2020 the word of the year? Yeah, exactly. Everyone guessed it correct. It's the ironical pandemic that we have all experienced, COVID. Similarly, 2024, they defined the word somewhere near close to calling it as brain rot. So it's a kind of a word that defines our psychological state of mind because of the advent of the artificial intelligence and the way with which how the OTT digital medias, the irony is even now we are interacting in the same channel. So these kind of scenarios have pressed the people to enter into such a mode that they are in a loop of consuming excessive content on the digital space. Work-wise, software professionals and then the professionals who work on the computer systems were earlier nevertheless being intimidated by the viewing or consuming by their eyes and their brain and thoughts the computers. But gradually, now as we advance towards the AIs and the digital revolution, everything is on mobiles, which is a short, small device which is not friendly for your eyes if you are consuming excessively. You will be designed and being brainwashed in such a way that you are put in a loop. There is a research that says that 3 seconds of engagement index. Now these days everybody is thinking about how to attract your audience to stick to you for not less than 3 seconds. So, in order to make you stick for 3 seconds, that means that your business, your advertisements, everything is revolving around at 3 seconds. Imagine at one point of time we used to listen to a beautiful song that is 6 to 7 minutes, wonderful movies or stage shows, right from the Shakespearean era and beyond. All of them would have run for 6 hours, 3 hours, 8 hours. That was the engagement index that the brain used to take back then. And that has now come down to 3 seconds. So this defines how typically the brain is able to handle the thinking capabilities. So what is the solution for it? We have come down from the engagement of 8 hours, 3 hours to 3 seconds now. The brain is getting intimidated, especially the younger generations, mostly kids who have very tender neural systems are being pressurized. Almost the brain is getting, stressed a lot, and it is going to have a long-standing effect as they grow on their psychological abilities and neurological issues. So what is the solution? Well, then how do you handle the situations? How do you get rid of this brain rot as we enter into a new year 2025? Pretty simple, which I practice, and I also counsel to many of my students who are part of my lectures and being virtually and real time, and sermon the same, and try to practice it at home as well for my kids, little ones who have also been consuming a lot of mobile phone OTTs and then swipe right, swipe up kind of scenarios. Is practice one day of the week as the digital detox day. Simple. Take one day of your entire week, mostly Sundays, because that's when you are not being warranted to be before the digital systems. Get away from the blue light, because that affects your sleep cycles as well. That affects your total circadian of the day as well. Take your kids away, get into the wilderness and go see some greens, some beautiful trees, or maybe do something as board games, play around, get into some sport, but try to keep as much as possible away from the digital gadgetry and then the blue light, screen time as a digital detox day. With this, I think we will be out of the so-called infamous word brain rot being taken away, and 2025 is more a colorful healing day of the year. I wish you all a very happy and prosperous new year ahead. This is your life coach professor, Dr. Srikanth Yeramalli, signing off. Thank you.